Have you ever looked at your baby and wished they came with a manual? 7 years ago, I was exactly where you might be right now. I remember holding my firstborn, Maya, at 3 a.m., completely exhausted, trying to figure out why she was crying. Was she hungry, tired, uncomfortable? I felt like I was failing at this whole motherhood thing because I couldn't understand what my own baby needed. But then I discovered something that transformed my relationship with my baby forever. During my sleepless nights, I came across groundbreaking research by Dr. T. Barry Brazelton from Harvard Medical School. His studies revealed something fascinating. Babies are actually master communicators from the moment they're born. They're constantly telling us what they need. We just need to learn their language. You see, babies don't just suddenly start crying. They actually give us up to 20 different signs before they reach that point of distress. Think about that for a moment. 20 different ways they try to tell us what they need before they start crying. It's like they're speaking to us in whispers, and when we don't understand those whispers, they have to scream to get our attention. I remember the day this clicked for me. Maya was about 2 months old, and I noticed she was moving her head side to side, making these little fist movements near her mouth. My instinct was to wait for her to cry before feeding her. But then I remembered what I'd learned about early hunger cues. I offered her milk right then, and guess what? She latched on immediately, fed contentedly, and never reached that crying stage. It was like discovering a superpower. I could understand what she needed before she had to cry about it. This brings me to something crucial. Understanding your baby's cues isn't just about preventing tears. Research from the University of California has shown that babies whose parents respond to their early cues develop stronger emotional bonds and better communication skills later in life. They learn that their needs matter and that they can trust their caregivers to understand them. Let me share with you the 3 levels of baby cues I've learned from both research and experience. Think of them like a traffic light system. Green light cues are the subtle, early signs. These are your baby's first attempts to communicate. They might turn their head side to side, open and close their fists, or bring their hands to their mouth when hungry. They might look away or turn their head when overstimulated. These are your golden opportunities to respond before your baby gets upset. Yellow light cues are more obvious signs that your baby's needs are becoming urgent. Their movements become more agitated. They might arch their back when overstimulated, or their breathing might change when tired. The sucking motions become more frantic when hungry. This is your baby saying, "Hey, I really need something here." Red light cues? That's the crying. By this point, your baby is overwhelmed and might be harder to settle. But here's something amazing I learned from Dr. Sarah Ockwell-Smith's research. When we start recognizing and responding to green and yellow light cues, the red light moments become much less frequent. Take sleep cues, for example. I used to think babies would just fall asleep when they were tired enough. But then I learned about the subtle early signs, the slight redness around the eyebrows, the decreased activity, the way they might stare off into space. When I started putting Maya down for naps at these first signs of tiredness, our whole day-to-day rhythm changed. Those overtired meltdowns became rare instead of regular. But you know what's really fascinating? These cues are universal. A study of mothers across different cultures found that babies worldwide use similar signals to communicate their needs. Whether you're in Kingston or London, a hungry baby will show the same rooting behavior, and a tired baby will give the same sleep cues. Over time, responding to these cues becomes second nature. You develop what I like to call your baby sense, that almost magical ability to know what your little one needs. And the best part? Your baby learns that they can trust you to understand them, creating a beautiful dance of communication between parent and child. From my YouTube journey sharing these insights with parents worldwide, I've seen how this knowledge changes lives. Those 3 a.m. moments become less stressful. The guesswork diminishes. The confidence grows. You start to feel like you really can read your baby's mind. You might also find my video about creating a secure attachment with your baby incredibly helpful. It goes hand in hand with understanding these cues. I'm Yardy Baby, and for more parenting insights with that special Caribbean touch, make sure to hit subscribe and check out my video on baby massage techniques that can help you bond with your little one. And if you're interested in learning more about sleep cues specifically, I've created a free downloadable guide that you can find in the description below.